My goodness, good morning. Good morning, everyone. So I think this morning I'm going to do the Gypsy Oracle and the a Lenormand, regular Lenormand deck. And let's see what it has to say. You know what? I think I'm going to add this deck as well. So that's what we're going to do. And just see what the cards are going to tell us this morning. Now, more and more stuff is coming out in the Epstein files. They've got 3 million files to go through that have been released. So we'll be hearing more and more about that. But, yeah, let's see what we have here. Okay, so the reading's about, let's see, renewal, transformation, when it comes to the lovers, the singing, and those involved. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get more, some more information about ones that were involved in this renewing. Okay, so never before seen information. Energy coming into it is about the messenger. The fortune, money being made, or a wealth of information being cut. What's going on now? Fruition. Something's coming to fruition. A surprise. When it comes to some of these darker elements. Okay, let's look at the challenge. The challenge is secrets. Secrets. Servants. Secrets held by servants. Stories and stories. Okay. Potential outcome, the direction, the malady, the illness of the direction, in the White House. So more is going to come out about Trump, okay? His illness, his sickness, his pedophilia, okay? So more apparently is going to come out just how sick he actually is. Outside influence and attachment. When it comes to the community, messenger, okay, an attachment when it comes to the messages to the community. So it's about, the foundation is alliances, monetary stuff being cut, the darker element of the mindset of this, the storylines, the White House, and what's being brought out to the community. It's about the lovers. So the whole empire of those involved in these actions, the monetary stuff, a surprise. When it comes to people working there, I would say servants, some people, the illness of Trump and the messages coming out. It's about renewing the messages, the fruition, the secrets, the direction, and the attachment. So, in other words, the attachment, we're not going to let it go, okay? People are not going to let this go. It's not going to be swept under the carpet, okay? Oh, my goodness. So let's go ahead and let me grab my other cards here. I think I'm going to get a regular tarot deck here, and we'll just look at a clarification when it comes to this. I think I'll use this deck, grab this deck. Okay, so let's see what we have. Put these back away. Okay, give these a ruffle shuffle, and then let's see what they have to say. What else can you tell us about this? Now, we know there was money involved in this, and there still is money, I'm sure, involved in it. Now, what's his name, Harry? Younger kid that was reading some things from the Epstein files today, and we know exactly who it is. It's because this has come out a little bit before, but there was no, it was a diary of Epstein's niece, the one that had gotten pregnant, talking about the stuff going on at Mar-a-Lago, and she wrote it in code in her diary. But we know who it is because it's talking about getting pregnant, having the baby, and then the baby is gone. Her uncle killed the baby. So she was talking about some things going on in her backyard at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah. So at the center of it all, being pushed to the edge, okay? Now, Trump can't defend any of this, okay? So it's about concrete message coming out. The victory. So maybe it's about a victory that the messages, some of them are coming out. Now, we know half the files are not going to, they said they're not going to release them. So if this is the stuff they're releasing, how much more damaging is the stuff they're not? Okay. So something new, new concrete thing coming in. They're going to want to try to temper it. When it comes to the message, of course, they're going to try to manipulate things, concrete things that are coming out. There will be a new action. When it comes to the victory, new information that's being offered up. On one side, what's been hidden or what they're still hiding in the rest of the files to get to a better place to move this. Okay? So this new action of new information, they're feeling very pushed to the edge with, trying to manipulate what they're giving out. Concrete information, concrete message of a victory. And again, the outside things coming into it, what's still hidden, what's been hidden, and then moving forward to something better. So let's see, underneath of it all, this is in motion. It's mentally, physically painful. It contains a lot of nightmare scenarios when it comes to the dark, okay? What he's trying to control that concerns the White House, concerns Trump, not liking the harvest and what's being worked on when it comes to being shared. The truth, okay, the Queen of Swords is the truth, figuring out the next move, trying to control the action because this is a big burden with the light being shed on it, with what's coming out, what's being handed out, that could bring an end to, guess who? Trump. I think we could stop there. When all this comes out, it could bring an end to Trump. Trump's end with what's being handed out, the light being shed on the burden of the action he's trying to control, trying to figure out the next move when it comes to the truth being shared, what's being worked on, the harvest now coming out that includes the White House, includes Trump, and the control he's trying to do, trying to get control of it, because the dark side, the nightmares, the pain, and where this is moving to, okay? So trying to move these secrets forward, okay, trying to get out of it. Maybe he's going to take a powder with some things, okay? Trying to move this. So what's he going to do? He's going to try to create a war. What's he going to do to try to distract from this, to try to get out of it? Again, above it, manipulation with what's new, concrete thing coming out new information, the foundation, a new action to try to temper what's coming out, what's being offered up. This concrete message, he feels pushed to the edge when it comes to a victory. The victory is he's being pushed to the edge. I would say that's our victory, he's feeling pushed to the edge. Okay. So it's, clearly it's saying there's more to come out, more surprises, more heinous things, who's doing what, where. I think what they're really trying to cover over and not releasing is about financial stuff. I think that's what they're hiding. Could it be about financial things that they're hiding? They're not, as bad as the sexual stuff is, I think the financial could probably be even more damning. Yeah, what's being overturned, hung up, would be pushed to the edge with the actions in hand. Yeah. More actions. Overturn, pushed to the edge when it comes to the Lovers. The action in hand with what was being shared. The Foundation, again, in a position of power. Okay? Someone that feels like they're above it all, that they are in a position of power. Leadership. So I would say Trump is more heavily involved in it than is being put out. Lovers, what's being juggled? Yeah, his madness, his craziness, the things done by the dark of night, and what was being built. Okay, what was constructed. So he has a bigger hand in this than they're going to put out. This wanting to walk away from this new cup of abominations. Underneath of it, the truth of it all. The Queen of Swords, the truth of it. But instead of walking away, in this one it has him walking towards this reading. So, you know, he wants to try to get away, but this is coming out. Okay? So more cup of abominations is on the front. And he has a bigger hand in it than what they're putting out when it comes to the construction of this, what was built. Okay? This dark drama. What they authored, what they, yeah. I would say he was quite instrumental in it. With the insanity of this monetary stuff being juggled. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here for now. Let's say it's not looking good for Trump. Okay. And no matter how much they try to get him out of this and not release everything, they finally had to start releasing it. And even the things that are coming out now are really devastating. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.